Zane Dark Shadow stands back and covers himself in magic and vanishes.
This is for those girls, you son of a bitch! And I stab him through his fucking brainstem.
That's all. DJ Brains collapses to the stage.
Sorry, guys. It's everyone's curfew. Everyone go home.
I have lycanthropy. You can go to a healer about it.
Okay, well, maybe you should go to a healer about it.
I don't have healthcare.
There's some guidance counselor positions opened at our school.
Jabba looks like, hey, this is the first lucky break I've had in a while.
Oh, no.
You make it to Castors Manor. You've gotten yourself into some kind of scrap then, have you?
Yes, we did.
Keep playing, lass! Okay. We'll sing till the sun rises. Hello and welcome back to Fantasy High. I'm Brennan Lee Mulligan. These are our intrepid adventurers. Say hello, intrepid adventurers.
Hello, intrepid adventurers.
Oh, fucking dorks. Last we left off.
Fucking lady hanging, why don't you?
Last we left off, y'all were in Castors Manor having a lovely time with Fabian's dad, Bill, and his crew of pirates.
And his mom.
Yeah, his hot mom.
And his mom.
Please leave my mother out of our
Well, you
interaction.
guys haven't seen much of Hilarial. She's been in the Central Deprivation Egg.
She's been in her central deprivation egg.
So the sun rises over Elmville. Far away, the tape around the crime scene of the Black Pit is going up, and police are investigating what may or may not have happened there. Pretty wild fucking event. However, you guys are all on a giant wooden balcony with an elaborate gilded balustrade and this amazing red velvet curtains blowing in the wind. You've been up all night.
Why? Just because we're so amped from battle?
Bill Seacaster has not allowed you to go to sleep. He has fed you and plied you with liquor and kept you up. You see that he is out on the balcony looking off into the distance, and you see that he sort of thumps his hand into the table in front of him, going like, roll the old chariot along, we'll roll the old chariot.
My fingers are blistered from playing sea shanty with him.
Are you okay, Fig?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's whatever. It's whatever.
Well, I suppose you children will be having some school this day, won't you?
Papa! You're supposed to keep that. We talked about
A
keeping
little bit
that
of snuff powder. What's the problem with that?
But you're not supposed to do it in front of the
It's
kids.
good.
Can I have some?
No, you
Absolutely
do
not. When you have a guest in your home, they are welcome to what is yours.
Papa, I don't want all my friends coming over here thinking they can get snuff powder from you.
Dude, your dad just dunked on you.
Dad, do not dunk on me.
I do not raise a man to not ply his friends with liquor and snuff powder.
Fine, ply my friends with snuff powder.
Fig, you'd be my guest. Please enjoy. And he takes a little sort of just like a bust of like a sea drake on it, little like blue thing, a little silver box. You can keep the box if you like.
Yeah, well.
Fig, that's illegal. What you're doing is illegal.
That's a
Why
wonderful
do you-
point. So
Thank
enjoy
you,
it all the
ball.
more.
Thank you, the ball. Finally, the ball contributes.
Why do you think I'm doing it?
Whoa.
Now the point being this.
Did that burn?
Yeah, a little bit. My nose is bleeding on the inside.
What does it do?
Well, it keeps you up. It wakes you right up. We've been up all night drinking. We need a little bit of snuff powder to put the fight back in us, don't we?
I'll do it because I don't judge.
Yeah!
That's what I like to hear.
Get in on it, Kristen.
Now,
Oh, thank you.
did you enjoy it? Have you done it before?
I loved it. You know what? I'm cool, and you can always invite me around.
I'm gonna do a perception check on Kristen to see if she actually did some or whether she faked it. 5.
She for sure did it. Yeah, 100%.
I'm buzzing.
Now, that's an interesting point your friend brought up here, and I'm sorry, because I'm just having a little bit of thought about it as I say it.
Oh my God,
Now,
Papa.
because, no, it's rather, listen here now.
I'm
It's an interesting
fascinated
point.
by this.
Now, you just mentioned that that's illegal, right? But of course, the fascinating thing about laws is that they are a fiction invented by the weak to annoy and harass the powerful.
He's so true. Also, do the laws apply if we're in a boat, which we
He's
are
so
right now?
true. Are you listening to yourself?
Now, all I'm saying is this. There is one law, and one law only. That's the law of the blade.
Oh, Papa.
The law of the blade, as old as war and time itself. The very first thing that crawled out of the sea knew this one rule. It is kill or be killed.
We have kind of been living by that law.
I mean, yes.
Yeah, it's
Now,
true.
who would like an omelet?
I'll have an omelet.
So, talk to me a little bit about this battle last night. How did it go? Tell me, I'm so excited. So, Fabian, you leapt in, you saw who had the gold, you put rapier to their throat, and then walk me through the rest.
There wasn't as much of that. We were started out separated, and so I had was with Adine at the front of the black pit, and then I ran in and I saw all my friends. I dodged. I delicately dodged two werewolves, and then I ran and I smashed through a glass pane, and then I vaulted a bar, and then I vaulted out of the bar, and all the while dodging undead, and then I shot DJ Brains with a hand crossbow. But it was actually the ball who did most of the killing.
I was the one who gave you the business card.
Right, I remember. Now, someone steadily paced me through here. You said that you were with your young wizard friend here.
Yes.
And you ran.
But,
He ran towards the fight.
yes, toward the fight, yes.
All right,
Where
away
we were.
from the wizard.
Yes.
All right.
Well, I assumed the wizard would join me, but then the wizard did not
All right.
join me.
Now, why wasn't that expressed to one another? Where was your healer the whole time?
I got caught up with a new friend. She's so cool.
Then she fell down. She was knocked out for a while.
Yeah, she was also
Yeah,
a werewolf.
I'm thinking about taking a first aid class because our healer's been getting knocked down a lot.
Yeah, I think I need to.
Your
learn
healer has been getting knocked out a lot.
I was pretty much instantly knocked out, and I had the craziest dream. I went up on a green hill, and her
Now,
face was
I am
tragic.
afraid I'll have to intercede here for a moment. Y'all haven't been skipping your classes at adventuring school, have you?
Well, technically I've been going to barbarian classes, even though I'm not one.
Well, there are things afoot that have been putting our studies.
All right, look here. Walk me through here now. Why did you draw steel last night?
They seemed scary.
Everything.
They seemed scary. So your
I
objective...
mean, I wasn't there. I was in the other.
No, let me understand. So your objective was to draw weaponry until it got less scary.
No, we went in to find a dude.
I'm getting a little paranoid from my snuff, so I'm gonna do a perception check on him, or like an insight check, because I don't like that he's asking all these questions.
Sure, go for it.
It's gonna be a big real fat 8.
I'm gonna shoot you straight. Even if you had rolled very well, Bill Seacaster's mind is a constant storm of emotion, and trying to get a bead on a guy who seems to be hair trigger in every single interaction that he has would be next to impossible.
Okay.
You see, he says, I want to be very clear. All of your work is remarkable. You're walking out here all whole and healthy after having gone into the black pit full of vampires and werewolves. I understand that, and I won't take it away from you. There are two kinds of men in this world.
And women.
What?
And women.
Are you saying
That's
something?
on me. Hold on. That's on me. There are two kinds of people in this world.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, it's all right. And thank you for correcting me. I am
you
an
have
old
something
dog,
in
but
your-
I can learn new tricks. And I speak in a little bit of an archaic vernacular. I appreciate you having the courage to check me on something that was honestly not all right. And if you speak again out of turn, I'll slit you like a fish!
Papa, please.
Now, there's two kinds of people in this world. Thems that fight for blood, and thems that fight for gold. One who fights for blood is a dead man right away, or woman. He sees only combat for its own sake. Now those men would come to my ship, and they'd ask for crew. They'd ask, say, put me in first, mate. I could see that the love for blood
was going to put them into a grave. Soon, I have no use for dead men, only men that can make me richer. Now, a man who fights for gold is a man who knows why he's fighting, or a woman. And that's what matters. Also, now that I'm thinking about it, I had a clay construct on my ship, and I've also had a sort of a fire energy being that both of them were genderless.
Yeah,
and they're
so
also both
probably
excluded by
be
that.
even
by
more
men
inclusive.
or women.
Yeah.
That's right.
Even people is kind of exclusive.
That's right. I've had things that weren't people.
Yeah.
One time we had a tornado that just helped.
I'd fall back on.
And you considered the tornado part of the crew?
I mean,
The tornado collected a share of the wealth. I hope it was part of the crew. We cut the tornado in.
Very generous.
The tornado served on about 4 or 5 missions with us.
What are tornadoes like?
Gold.
yes. He was
That tornado was extremely slow by the end of those 5 missions. It was so stuffed with gold. It was mostly
gold swirling.
a bunch of gold swirling around.
I mean, I
for the most
suppose
part.
that's pretty dangerous. I mean, gold is heavy and moving at a fast rate.
No, absolutely.
That'd
Every
hit
time the tornado got richer, it became far more deadly.
I mean, you said the tornado was at my 3rd birthday party, correct?
The tornado, by the way, sends its best wishes. It is actually.
Tell the tornado he should come by more often.
This is wild.
Your life.
Right, but Papa, you were saying, did your ramblings have a point?
They did have a point, which is this. I fear no one. Death, to me, is nothing more than a joke. And when my time comes, I will leap into hell and kill the devil.
Whoa, that's so metal.
But
Can I borrow that for a lyric?
I wonder if the devil's cooler than God.
certainly, of course.
Devil might be my dad.
Is the
Probably
devil
not.
a man?
Now,
It's a tornado.
now, the point being this. However, death is a part of every combat, no matter how easy to overcome it may seem. So, the way you avoid death is by knowing why you fight. You don't fight to fight, you fight to win. And winning looks like whatever your goal is. For some people, the gold is gold. For other people, the gold is other things.
Silver.
Love.
Bronze.
Not bronze.
Okay, great.
But silver, love, certainly. Some people fight for abstract ideals who, though they can never be fulfilled within their lifetime, are still a cardinal direction that they can move in. The point is this,
I bet-
gold's the best. What?
I was gonna say, I bet some people fight for a friendship.
That'll happen in its own time. Doesn't need to be rushed. This will grow organically. There's a process
Wow, yeah,
to this.
okay.
Right?
Whatever. I wasn't talking about me, losers. I kick a chair.
Please don't kick my furniture.
I take the snuff box away from him.
You see that Bill Seacaster looks and says,
If you'd like, I'd be more than happy to run you through some drills or some training.
Ooh,
What's a
yeah.
drill?
Yeah.
What is a drill?
I know what a drill.
All right, we're doing this! And you see he claps his hand.
you guys spend the rest of that day,
We skip school.
you fully skip school.
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
What do our parents think? We didn't come
You
home
skipped school
last
and did
night.
drugs.
At
with your
one
dad.
point, if any of you try to get a crystal to let a parent know where you are, Bill fully disarms you and smacks it out
All
of
right,
your
everyone,
hand.
please just stop trying to call their parents. All right,
I'm
my father
not.
will continue to slap it out of your hand.
It'd be
Exhausted.
You'll
awesome if my
earn
mom
your
thought I was
freedom
dead.
on the battlefield, you will.
You see that you guys spend that day drilling and training. Bill runs through a ton of stuff with you. There's a lot of stuff about keeping Fabian and Gorgug in front of everybody and keeping Kristen in the middle of everybody. And there's a lot of stuff about what languages do you guys all speak that aren't common if you needed to communicate quickly and secretly with each other.
Fig suggests that we come up with our own language.
That sounds vastly complicated
Code
and like
words?
we don't have the time.
So what do most of us
I speak Elvish,
Elvish.
Orcish, and Goblin.
I speak Gnomish and Common.
I speak Halfling
And a
as
little
well as
bit of
Elvish.
Orcish.
I guess I know
Unfortunately-
some Elvish from missions trips, so I just know religious words in Elvish.
Yeah.
We'll use
Yeah,
Elvish for religious
I
words.
speak Elvish, Elven, High Arcana, Draconic, and Infernal.
Why don't we
Jesus
just come up with a
Christ.
couple words in Elvish that we all know? Like anyone who doesn't know
Oh,
Elvish,
yeah, like-
we have like a couple words.
Like
we teach
stay,
it to you.
run,
Yeah.
left, right.
Yeah.
Gorga, could you do that?
Teach you guys.
No,
No,
we
like,
can teach
could
you.
But you learned 5 words total.
Oh boy.
Oh, I don't
Yeah,
know.
the
We'll write them on your
fact
drumstick.
that you didn't understand the question
Yeah,
makes me
yeah.
doubt that you could
All
do
right,
it.
cool. It's settled. Elvish.
Elvish, fantastic.
Elvish.
Okay.
Or make up one.
The day draws to a close. Bill Seacaster hasn't slept. You don't know when. You guys haven't slept either. You're fucking exhausted. Bill comes over to you guys and slaps you on the back and says, "Aye, it is a good day's work. I have some cars coming to take you all back to your homes. Do you all have a captain amongst you?"
Yeah.
Unofficially.
I would say no.
No, all right, don't you dare try and fall into a de facto
Helio
roll the ball.
and Soul.
I think everyone thinks I'm the captain.
Father, I'm here to tell you that no one thinks he's the
No.
captain.
I don't like any kind of power concentration, so I'd prefer that we didn't kind of.
Yeah, I'm happy with a democratic.
Yeah, we're something of a democracy.
Should we elect a captain?
I don't. Do we need? I mean, is that what you're asking? Are you suggesting that we need a captain?
I'm not
Yes, it
suggesting.
would be you.
No.
I don't know.
I
didn't
mean,
make
I would
captain of that
happily do
team,
it.
but
I
you
mean,
could
I
be
would
captain of this.
happily
Don't
take it
feed
on.
this.
I mean, if we're looking for a captain, I mean, look at this man and look at me. I'm son. I can easily do it. But
I will not be the captain of your teenage friend group.
I wasn't saying that. I was just saying we're cut from the same cloth.
I understand. Now, perhaps this democratic system can work. Democracies function best in situations where immediate forceful action is not needed. So hopefully the democratic process will avail itself to you in these combat scenarios. Now, those vehicles are on their way. I bid you all a good evening. My darling Fabian, would you come with me for a moment?
Of course, Papa.
Bill Seacaster takes you aside and brings you over to the garage, and he raises it up, and you see the hangman. Red and white, gorgeous skull and crossbones motorcycle. You see that it roars with fire.
Master, again I see you. I am ready to serve.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, Papa, you've done such a fantastic job. It's absolutely gorgeous.
For my darling boy, this hellish contraption. I love you more than I can say, and may it serve you well.
Well, Papa, I've got to take her out for a spin once around the block, shall we?
You and me.
I mean,
You and me. Me on the back. I love it.
Okay,
And you see,
fantastic.
he climbs onto the back of the motorcycle, hugs his arms around you, and says, "Now go, lad, and never stop!"
Right, excuse me, Hangman, can we do once around the block, please?
Where you wish is my commands.
Can I make a perception check of the window?
Yeah, I want to see it. I can see
only
David
got a
riding
9.
with his dad. Yep, that's a 16.
Yeah, oh, for sure. You see Fabian in his leather jacket and his father, still shirtless, hugging him in the back of the motorcycle, tearing off down the street. You see that it is, you guys have been working all day, so it's like 6 o'clock at night. It's kind of like rush hour. Fabian, pops up onto the sidewalk, and you see that Bill Seacaster draws his saber and just starts hucking mailboxes. Just, whap, whap,
Pa, stop!
On you guard!
Okay.
On you guard, downtown Enville. It's never safe. Death around every corner.
Right,
wonderful. You guys all get home. Your parents are all variously freaking the fuck out. Fig, your mom is a little bit less so.
My mom sucks.
But the rest of you guys get home. The next day, you guys wake up and you guys head back to the Aguefort Adventuring Academy.
On my way, I'd like to stop by and see Galir.
Um,
I guess I'd like to go out of my way to stop by the Strong Tower luxury apartments and see Galir before
absolutely.
school.
Cool. You knock on the door, and your father
It's not
opens.
my father. I wish my father would open the door.
Opens the door.
See his face.
You see that he is in sort of a white undershirt, boxers, and like a terry cloth bathrobe. You see he looks out. You see that there is like just a lot of open like yogurt containers and some like
So sad. So wet.
Smells like dairy in here.
No, the yogurt. It's a wet thing to be just.
You see he looks and says,
wet.
My sweet daughter, hello. You've come to the Strong Tower Luxury Apartments early in the morning.
Yeah. I'm just stopping by. It's not a big deal. I just want to let you know if you're looking for, something to do with your days, a reason to get out of the terry cloth bathrobe, there's 2 positions open at school. And, I know you and I have had our differences, but it would be cool with me if you worked there. It'd be cool to see each other a little more and whatnot. Or whatever.
he looks back into the apartment full of yogurt cups and says,
I have a couple of irons in the fire, but if those...
Really?
What are those irons?
I'm waiting on some calls on my crystal to come back. There's some people. A friend of mine down in Bastion City knows a guy who's starting up a crystal company, and they're looking for...
Can I detect?
Yeah, for sure.
Detect what? I'm gonna detect his thoughts.
He rolled in that one. I just want to point that out. The thing that flashes across his head is him saying, last night I couldn't go to sleep, so I tried to jerk off but was too sad to and stayed up all night eating yogurt.
Oh, God.
That's what's on his head. That's what a nat one will get you.
Why are you... Fig, why are you reacting that way?
You don't want to dive deeper into his brain?
No, I rescind that. I try to stop detect thoughts from happening. I don't want to hear anything else.
He dismissed the spell.
So I've got a lot of things going on, pretty busy over here, but I will...
If you want to come in, I kind of have an in with the vice principal.
Are you asking me because I can call my friend up and say, hey, nope, no thank you.
Yeah, I think make that call. In fact, maybe I could help you get into something, clean yourself up a little bit, and you can come to school with me. I can introduce you to the vice principal, and you just be thinking right now whether you'd rather be a guidance counselor or a lunch lady.
Well, I wouldn't be a lunch lady. I'd be
a lunch lad, pardon me.
I don't like lunch lad.
You see, he says,
I will get myself cleaned up, although as an elf, my hygiene is impeccable, and these terry cloths were woven by elves and repel all but the most powerful stains.
So it's some powerful yogurt then?
Oh shit.
I think just do a big change.
There's some jam on it.
Yeah, just a big change. Everything you're wearing, change it for something else. And then just dunk your head in the sink.
All right. I was thinking about buying my hair's kind of thinning up top. I was thinking about maybe getting not that elves necessarily go bald, but I might have been, I think.
Can I cast minor illusion so he has a little fedora on his head?
yes, you can.
I do that.
How about that?
I know not what has inspired this sudden act of mercy and kindness, but I shall repay you as a father can in love, and if you want yogurt, I have some.
No, I want nothing to do with yogurt and your yogurt and anything that you have to do with yogurt. Anyways,
it's going to go bad in probably another day or two. I bought too much.
That's okay. I'm just, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and close the store and stand here, and then when you're all ready, I'll be here, and you can open the door, and we can go walk to school together.
Cool, my child. Cool.
And he closes the door.
Jesus.
Actually, wait, while he does that, can I go in and just throw out all his yogurt while he's changing?
It doesn't expire tomorrow. It expired yesterday.
Oh, God.
You throw it all out. He comes out in like a crisp white shirt and some slacks. It's sort of like he put on a little bit of weight after the divorce, and so it kind of doesn't fit super great. But he's got a little illusory hat on. He says, "Very well. To the west, or I guess north, mostly north for me.
It's north, yeah.
North we go."
Cool.
He gets in his sort of old ratty car, turns the little elemental engine on. You guys arrive at school. You walk in. Where do you take your dad?
To Principal Goldenrod.
Golden Horde.
You walk to Vice Principal Goldenhorde's office. You knock on it. You hear a voice, "Come in, come in." You walk in. Vice Principal Goldenhorde looks up and goes, "Ah, it's young Miss Faith." And says, "Keeler Faith, I am the father of young Figoroth."
More or less. We use the word father liberally because obviously. But.
All right, that has nothing to do with me. Go ahead. What can I do for you?
I was thinking Keeler, aka my dad, would be a great guidance counselor or lunch lad.
Sorry, what? Lunch lad? That's hurtful. You see that he looks up, and you see that Keeler says, "It has come to my attention that my daughter would benefit from paternal presence. As such, I would like to avail myself of one of the positions open here at the school. I served as a counselor to the elven people for many long years, and I am gifted at understanding the ways of the heart and emotion. I have healed the madness and sickness." You see that Vice Principal Goldenhorde kind of crosses his fingers and goes, "I'm going to have to stop you right there. We've actually just filled the guidance counselor position." And you see he points in a corner of the room you haven't looked in, and you see Jawbone the werewolf over there.
Jesus
gives
Christ.
you a surf's up. "Hey, what's going on? Fuck yeah, dude.
I give it back.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Good, nice.
Hey, fucking,
Welcome.
dude, I got a job. Let's fucking fix kids."
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's cool because Keeler is also interested in the lunch lad position.
I am. Well, I can already tell that your father is an expert in yogurt from the glob hanging off. That you see, your father looks at you and says, "I ate a quick cup to bolster my spirits after I changed. I'm ever so sorry."
You see that Jawbone says, "All right, well, no, it looks like the jobs are filled. Gil, nice to meet you. Jawbone. I used to deal drugs out of a nightclub, and now I'm the guidance counselor here, so that's cool. Tell you what, I gotta go crack some books, cause I'm gonna do the shit out of this job. And if you think I'm gonna fucking suck at this, you better wake up, cause it's fucking guidance time."
I'm looking forward to talking to you because I've been taking exclusively barbarian classes, and I think it might be wrong.
You see, Vice Principal Goldenhorde says, "Don't talk to him about that. Talk to me. That's wrong. You have a class schedule."
Where?
I mean, it was handed out on the first day.
Oh, I know what happened. You didn't give it to me because you wanted me to come in and see.
Okay. No, everyone out. You're both hired. You go to real bard class. Goodbye. And slams the door. You see Jawbone looks over and says, "Hell of a guy, man. Nice guy. Nice dude."
He's great. He's a flirt. Watch out.
"Oh, really? Is he hound around here? Is he dog around?" See, Keeler goes. You see, Keeler goes. "This is my daughter. I know I raised this young woman, and I hate this." You guys head off. Lunchtime thereabouts. You see Gil's got the hairnet on him, already
Keeler?
jumping in. Keeler, yeah. Keeler's got the hairnet on him, and you guys are all sitting down at lunch together.
Guys, I wanted to ask you a question. I only have these like fake school uniform outfits because it's the only thing my parents will buy for me. But I was wondering if you guys could like help me have a makeover.
Oh my gosh, yes! I have like 10 camp shirts, all of them different tie-dye. You can pick whatever pattern you want.
Or
Sounds
like
you guys got this figured out.
Exactly.
I've got a
Yeah.
leather bustier.
I mean, maybe we could go shopping is what I
I'll
mean.
give you a $45 gift card and you can just
$45? You just saw your house.
Excuse me,
Your
45
dad
gold
passed
pieces.
out $800 worth of coke last night.
Wait, it's snuff powder, right? But I'll give you a $45
What is it?
45 gold piece gift card. You can go.
goodness.
I'm sorry,
wild
what is
with
it a
much.
gift card to?
I
Because
don't
that
know.
kind of limits us.
Well, I
Like
don't
a
know.
Visa gift card
All
type
of my
situation.
clothes are handmade in foreign lands, all right? I don't know where people
I
like
have
you
really
buy clothes.
good taste. If you want my help.
Thank you.
As you can see, I have a beautiful hoodie.
I'll go with you guys.
Yeah, I
Staples.
definitely.
Gorga just does staples.
I'm gonna go though to make sure that none of you get seduced by the consumerist lore.
Anyway,
You wear clothes all the time.
Yeah, if I didn't, it'd be weirder.
I'm super in. I don't just wear tie-dye. I've actually had my eyes on a new hoodie.
Has anybody seen Zane?
yeah,
We were
okay,
talking
that's what I
about
was going to get around to. I was wondering, what if Zane? What are we going to do?
You're right, Zane.
Have we seen Zane at
He's
school
somehow
today?
involved with the missing girls.
As you guys are talking about Zane, you see Zelda Donovan, the satyr girl that you were talking to longer before, turns around from the table, makes sort of weird eye contact with you for a second, and goes, "Are you guys talking about Zane?"
Yeah. Have you seen him today?
He didn't show up at school yesterday.
Do you know where
today?
he lives?
I mean, he always hangs around Craven Krampus, the cemetery.
You think he lives there though?
Okay.
I mean, I know he's a
But he
creep,
probably
but
hangs out there.
I wanted to say that I still haven't learned drums yet, but
What are we watching?
I'm
It's like a Michael Cera talking to Michael Cera.
well, I'm sorry I threw that guy in front of you.
It's okay. I whatever. I honestly everyone does stuff. Like I don't wear pants, and it's just because like I'm covered in fur. But like it's not a thing. It's like you can't see anything because it's all fur. I have goat legs.
Are they talking to
What
each
do
other?
you
Or are they
mean?
just talking
What do
down
you?
at the ground?
I'm sorry. You see that she just starts sweating and says, "I'm sorry. That was fucking stupid," and
No,
gets up
I didn't mean.
and walks away.
Is there any kind of first aid kit or defibrillator in the lunchroom?
Yeah, for sure. You see one up over on the wall.
Cool. You guys have been going down a lot. I might try to steal this bad boy.
Should we make a noise over here?
Yeah, we can
Oh
bang.
yeah, I'll
Yeah.
create
Why don't you
a.
guys bang
I'll
around?
use thaumaturgy to create a tremor, and everyone will think there's an earthquake.
Great.
And I'll yell, "Earthquake!"
Great.
Even want somebody run for the first aid kit?
Hey, so should we still hit up Zane
I
and
can-
Crystal?
Ready?
I
Yeah, we
can
will.
I can cast Unseen Servant and send the servant to get the.
I like this plan.
I like this.
All right, fine. Let's do the earthquake plan. Go ahead.
Okay.
All right.
3, 2.
Tornado!
Turn back. No, wrong.
Oh boy. Okay, 16 for stealth.
So you yell tornado and then earthquake as an earthquake starts. You see that Rog Barkrock, as the things are running, rushes over, like holding onto tables, like crawling across the ground, gets over to you and smashes your head into a table and goes, "This guy doesn't even know what a fucking earthquake is, dude!" And starts crawling back through like the moving tables back to his table.
I cast Ray of Sickness on that piece of shit. Don't fuck with my friend, dude.
Don't fuck with my dude, friend.
I do have
Hey,
minor
it's
Not a
injuries.
thing.
Adine, in that commotion, I stole this coat. So you don't have to wear a school uniform anymore.
I mean, that's really sweet, but you should give it back. Somebody will notice that I'm wearing their coat.
I
Also,
know,
don't
but
We're
wear
at
it.
school here.
That's my hoodie.
Really? That was you? I'm sorry, I've never done anything that wild. You guys, honestly, I feel unwell. I keep having a lot of dreams. I think I might go try to find Coach Daybreak just to chat.
All right,
Yeah.
that's fine. Well, we can all agree to meet in Cravencroft Cemetery after school?
Yeah,
Or in the
and
parking lot?
I'm thinking of following up on the crystal with Zane.
Did our
as
earthquake plan
Johnny.
work?
Oh yeah, you scooted right over, grabbed that first aid kit off the wall. As you do, you see no one notices. You see Galir, who's behind the thing. It's like food is flying all over him, and you're, no! In addition to yogurt, it seems I am now covered in all manner of wet foods. You see that he looks over and says, I don't know my job well enough to know if you're allowed to do that, but if you're not, don't.
One of my friends got a cut.
By all means, young goblin.
I take
friend's
all,
got a
I like pull it out of the wall, screws come loose.
Can I also set up a little tip jar in front of Keeler?
So sad.
Absolutely.
I want him to get a little extra cash.
The place full of teens sees the tip jar as an immediate fucking bit machine, and the amount of written cruelty that immediately begins to find its way into the tip jar is truly unnerving.
Oh, that would so
Cool.
happen.
That didn't work out.
Cool. So you guys have made a plan to meet at Craven Cemetery after class lets out.
Let's do it.
Kristen, you go to find Coach Daybreak.
Yeah. Hey.
Kristen, hey, how's it going?
Oh, it's good. How are you? Are you busy or?
I'm all right.
Oh, great. I was praying this morning, and I thought about a friend of mine, and I just need some advice. I was praying for her, and she doesn't know if she's helioic anymore. She's straying away from helio. A lot of things don't make sense.
Wow.
What should I tell her?
I mean, I cut her off, because she's going straight to hell.
Really?
Yeah, cut her off. I mean, there's no point messing around with that stuff. She is.
Well,
bound for fire.
what if some of it's right? Like some of it started because someone was like, we gotta really be good, or else Earth is gonna be hell, but maybe not all of it, like all the little rules and stuff. Maybe that part that just kind of got added on at the end, and now we're still living with it,
Look, it's faith is kind of a wild thing, right? Basically, the way it works is like this. There's people that don't believe in helio, right? And there's people that do believe in helio, okay? And the people that do believe in helio are good people, right? Because they wouldn't believe in helio if they weren't good people.
Yeah, it kind of makes you become a good person too.
Right.
And focusing on.
So the way I look at it is like this. The things that people who believe in helio do are good, right? And the things that people do that don't believe in helio, those are bad, right? Does that make sense? Am I kind of making sense here?
But I'm reading so much about the Crusades, and it feels like all the people who believe in helio just like, they killed a bunch of people. I heard a thing where they all had coats that they loved, the indigenous people, and they burned all the coats like after they had already won. They just piled the coats and they lit them on fire, and they were like, these were ugly anyway.
Right.
It was like a straight quote.
Well, I think the thing about that to remember is, does it matter whether or not you burn a coat if the person is going to burn forever in hell? Does that make sense? I'm trying to think.
My other friend's gay.
Well, they're going to hell.
Okay.
I'm just trying to shoot you straight.
I think
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I just don't want you to get caught up in that. See,
What about?
here's the thing. Sol, right, is the god of the sun. And the sun gives life to everything. But it also burns, okay? And
This is insane.
It's just the weirdest thing I've ever heard. The coats. Oh, sorry.
Truly just pulled that from the zoot suit, right?
I was like trying not to laugh, and it came out as tears.
Baby.
Okay.
you see, the coach looks at you and says, my understanding of God is this. When I think about people that aren't like me, I get so mad. And it feels like there's a sun inside me that's burning my insides, right? And, whether Sol says do something or don't do something, I believe in him. So I'd rather believe in him and not do what he said than do what he said and not believe in him. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Just be mad, okay? I'm just gonna try to
Okay.
spoil it down. Just be mad.
Thanks. Oh yeah, maybe. Maybe. I'm gonna start keeping a journal for each day my friend believes in Helio or doesn't, and then whatever the end total is, I'll just tell her to do that.
Hey, guess what? If they don't believe in Helio, they're not your friend, okay?
Cool.
Tell me about them and where they are.
What?
Tell me about them and where they are.
Oh, yeah, it's a friend that lives far away.
Good. Because they're not your friend. It's good they're far.
Yeah, this is, you know what?
Thanks for
You know
coming to
who
me. You can
Helio
all-
hung out with? People different than Helio. Do you want this bracelet? Because I think I'm never gonna wear it again. It's the one that says "Remember to pray," and the fire is inside you.
See, he takes it and goes, "You don't want it? Why don't you want to remember? Why don't you remember to pray?"
I have maybe a little too much fire inside me. I'm trying to.
Oh, that's good. Too much fire inside is a good thing. Here's the thing. Okay, Helio hung out with somebody. Helio did that or this. There's a million of those things. You'll go crazy trying to keep track of all those rules. Just remember, you believe in Helio. And then that's it.
Okay.
And then just put your head down and go.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Yeah. Totally.
You're a good kid.
It's so good to talk to you. My parents
good.
say hi.
Oh, say hi to them for me.
Yeah.
Okay, say hi to Donna. It's great. Awesome. All
We'll
right.
see you Sunday.
I'll see you around. See you on Sunday.
See ya. Shit.
You walk from that extremely horrifying encounter with Coach Daybreak. You guys head out from there. You guys see, as you're walking out of school to go ahead to the cemetery, which is actually not too far away. You can see it's sort of right nearby. So it's easy to walk. You pass, you see there's like a little grand opening of like a little chain bank next to the school, sort of opening up. You see this sort of smells like paint coming out of it. You see this big 3 red letters KVX on it, KVX Bank, as you're walking by.
Can we hop in and see if there's any like free pens or like,
lollipops?
Okay, why do we need anything? We will just go buy better things if we want them.
What? Okay. Well.
Can we just look in the glass real quick?
Yeah.
Just see
Can
if
I
anybody weird's
like
in there or
check it
anything?
out?
Cool. You check it out. Go for it.
I want 2 as well.
What is check it out?
Not 1.
I got a nat 20.
2.
That's right.
Perception. Oh, I have a lot. I have 25.
I'm breathing
Oh,
too
right.
much and I'm fucking
Nat
up my
20
own
is great.
glass.
You look in and see that not only are there no free lollipops and no free pens of any kind, you see there's a big sign at the front that says, store policy, no complimentary pens or candies.
This place sucks.
I rolled a nat 1.
And not in a good lollipop
This place
way.
seems honestly kind of cool.
I mean, if you guys
Are we
want...
going in?
No, let's fuck it.
we're
All
not.
right.
If you guys need lollipops and pens, I'll buy them for you.
Wait a
God.
second. A bank without free pens or lollipops, isn't that a little bit suspicious?
No!
It's just a bad bank.
No, right?
I just wanted.
Well, people with money
Did you
go
do
to
more of that
banks.
snuff?
Sure, I'll cast detect magic on it.
No.
With that nat 20, you don't even need to. You can see the place is filled with magic. You see that there's a bunch of like armored cars, or elemental vehicles that are taking out huge things of like gold, big gold coins. Just
Out? They're taking it out?
out of the trucks and into the bank. They're like filling up the location, basically.
Oh, okay. Do you think this is a magical bank, or do you think this is some kind of
I think
cover
this
for
is just
something
a
else?
bank. People put money in a bank. Why are we? We don't need to read into this bank. Are you all so poor that you
I don't know.
understand how banks
We didn't
work?
get anything from Zane. I just feel like
just
we
feels
gotta
like a pretty
catch
cool
up.
bank
I'm
to me.
very rich, but my parents are very stingy.
I'm going to start to walk off into the cemetery and be Jesus Christ.
You guys,
I'm gonna join them.
you guys head to the cemetery.
Guess they could pull me along.
We're so poor. God, they don't understand how banks work.
Dragging Gorgug by his hoodie.
Bank. You guys arrive at Cravencroft. Cravencroft is a very spooky cemetery, especially towards this time of night. During the daytime, it's actually okay. You can go and like visit. And Riz, you see your dad's grave up on a little hill.
I don't tell anyone.
You see that, but you see that there's like the section where like Johnny Spells and the greasers are all buried.
Can I do a knowledge?
Fucking
Or
kills me.
would I know if Zane becomes invisible, would his little rat also become invisible?
His little rat also would become invisible. Yes.
Okay. Could I just real quick, just gonna do this. If nothing comes from it, that's fine. I'd like to create a minor illusion of a sexy rat.
What? I see what you're doing.
I need you right now, Emily Axford, to verbally describe a sexy rat. Put an image in my head as the Dungeon Master for what that is.
Okay, so it's like a real wet nose.
It's so gross. I try not to judge player character choices, but that sucks.
Incredible start.
So hot. So fucking
Wet
hot.
nose. And it's like a really, really pointy. The whiskers are like long and like curled at the end, like Farrah Fawcett hair. And the ears are like so perfectly circular. And then the tail is like super long, and like the front paws are super skinny, but then the back legs are like meaty.
She did it. That's a hot rat.
That is honestly a hot rat.
So this fucking nightmare rat is created with illusory magic.
Oh my god, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
Riz is a little attracted to the rat.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, she's
Where did that come from? What is that?
For
It's kind of
people who
a
are into
hot.
that.
It's kind of a hot rat.
What the fuck is that?
In Elvish, I say, guys, be cool.
Zane is an elf, you idiot. He will understand every word that we say.
What did you say?
What the fuck is that?
You guys see that this sexy rat takes off into the graveyard, kind of like
Where's it going?
swaying its hips back and forth,
It's
and
on
kind of
what?
looking around.
What is
kind
wrong
of-
with that rat?
I'm just watching it the whole time.
You see it kind of like winks over at like a little gargoyle and someone's like,
Why did
It's
you
like-
do this?
It's so stupid.
you see that it finds like a little like sort of acorn by a tree and takes it up and goes like, too big.
I'm sorry.
Acorn too big.
What is this? What did you
Okay,
do?
guys, get in, bring it in so no one can hear. Zane has his rat, and I'm trying to lure out his rat to find out if he's invisible here.
That's the most insane plan I've ever heard.
Well, it's
Can I make a
only a
perception
cantrip,
check? Perception
so...
Same.
Nine.
Yeah, can we investigate the
Are we?
area?
Are we near? We're not near Johnny Spell's
Grave?
yet.
No, you're not.
Maybe we should
Yeah,
sneak
let's
up on
go.
his grave.
13.
Sneak up on there, and then I would like to cast Detect. If I cast Detect Thoughts nearby him, will I be able to sense that he's there?
Yeah.
Yes, detect thoughts will bypass invisibility.
I think the
Great.
rat is a good idea.
No, leave.
I'm gonna
it'll
need
work.
all of you guys to, you don't need to make perception rolls for this. You see that a fucking enormous owl comes down and grabs the sexy rat and takes off.
I want to shoot the owl.
No, do not shoot. That owl is doing the fucking world a service, all right?
I gotta
Like, killing that. Can I slap that shit out of his?
I'm sorry.
Stop!
I thought the rat was cute.
Now
Shut
I
up,
need,
we're trying to be sneaky.
now I need everybody here to make perception.
Correct.
Nat 20 again.
Hell yeah,
I got
22.
a nat.
Goddamn two.
I got a nat 1.
Oh, terrible. You don't see anything because I assume that the death of your sexy rat is much too jarring.
It was so hot.
Can I go put my hand on his shoulder? It's for the best. For the best.
Adine, so everyone else is bickering and arguing. Adine, your keen elven senses follow the owl. You survey the edges. Craven Krampus is a large cemetery. On multiple trees around the edge of the cemetery, you begin to count. There are about 7 or 8 owls watching the cemetery. And as you skirt the edges in the long grasses towards the fence, you notice about 10 or 12 cats that you just clock all of them at once.
Everybody shut up.
What? Why?
Why?
It was hot.
Did you see that 60? How are we supposed to come back from that shit?
That owl
I need
was
you
so
to.
sexy
I'm
too.
trying to tell you important information.
No, no,
owl
it was
was
not.
regular
That owl
As it
is
flew
not a
away,
regular
it was
owl.
like-
That
that
owl
was
is
just-
not a
Except
regular
it was-
owl. There are owls and cats surrounding us right
What
now.
size? How big?
Like 8 owls.
right.
Owls
We're
are
at
big.
a cemetery at night. That's normal, right?
No, it's
No,
not.
that's a lot.
Eight,
One,
that's
two
normal.
hours.
They're just hanging out.
Detect evil.
Yeah, can I do detect good and evil?
Yes, absolutely. As you cast Detect Evil, you detect a faint aura of menace. You see that one of the cats far away turns, looks at you. You get a faint aura of menace from its eyes. The cats disappear, and you see the owls
They also
take off.
disappeared.
They evil.
So none of them are left? Are there any cats left?
Not that you can see. Everybody make a perception check once more.
Ooh.
16.
I got
Oh, 17.
21.
15.
I got a
But not
21 as well.
21 as well. You hear the last of the owls flying away and the sun setting, the light fading from the last of the horizon. As you talk about the owls, you hear a voice, not behind you, literally standing in the middle of you say,
More owls than normal at Craven Craft.
and there is just a about 8 foot tall, rail thin, maybe like 110 pound undertaker standing in the midst of you.
Where did you come from?
Yeah, exactly.
I work here at the cemetery.
Yes, but
You weren't here a second ago.
I walked up.
Is it cool for smoke here?
Yes, we're outside.
All right. Who are you?
I am Sylvester, the caretaker of Craven Craft. Dark secrets here in the cemetery. The final resting place of many of Elmville's own.
Yeah, I heard a couple of those tiefling greasers died. I bet a lot of people have been here recently for that.
No, very few will come to visit those jabronis.
It sounds like you're falling down a well.
Oh, did you say jabronis?
That is how they referred to those whom they dismissed as lesser than. And it seems the town was only too eager to return that feeling in kind.
You haven't seen a real shitty-looking goth kid,
Constantly, he's always around.
but constantly including now.
What does he do here? Does he only go to where the tieflings were buried, or does he just kind of wander? Is he more here for the ambience? do you
He
think?
kind of just hangs around.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah, go for it.
4.
4. This guy seems very cool. And here's the thing: you're 90% sure he's not your dad, but there's a chance. He's not an orc, so you feel like probably not, right? But maybe.
Hey, I just have to ask. It's on my mind. Everyone's gonna think this is stupid, but
By all means, there are no stupid questions.
are you my freaking dad?
He looks at you and says, how would that work? Why would you assume that?
I mean, if you were my dad, you'd know how it would
okay,
work.
Fig, can
No.
you make another sexy rat? Because I'm gonna cast light on it, and then we'll be able to see. Because I can't see any of you, and it's getting really creepy.
Why don't you just cast light on your stuff?
I've been casting light on my religious stuff, but I just need I need a break from religion for a little while, okay? So I'm not gonna cast light on it. I need something else.
Here you go.
Maybe
A sexy feminine rat. All right, we have a bright glowing rat.
Sylvester says,
Not the normal ambiance of this place. Somehow more disturbing in its provocative.
The rat is like touching its 6 nipples.
Yeah, this time it's pregnant.
I don't like you children.
you see, he says,
To answer your question, I could not be your father. My junk was all messed up in a bicycle accident.
Christ. All right, Mr.
Wait, bicycle
Have you talked
Yeah,
to this
exactly.
guy?
Goth kid.
Thank you.
Bicycle, like as in motorcycle?
No,
Goth kid.
a regular,
He's no one's dad!
I wasn't sure.
regular
He was...
bicycle.
I bet you ride one of those bikes that has a big front wheel.
Yes, a velocipede.
Right.
Have you talked to that goth kid ever?
The seat fell off and I tried to sit down
Hello,
on the metal
Mr.
part.
Sylvester. Hi,
Yes.
my name is Fabian. Fabian C. Castors.
What exactly happened to your junk?
Oh my God! Doctors still don't know.
Did it get...
It got all jambled up in there.
Hi, Riz Gutkak. Have you ever spoken to that emo kid? Goth kid?
Zane, Dark Shadow.
Yes.
Many times did he wander this cemetery, dancing to his Walkman and saying poetry to the headstones. I asked him to leave a bunch of times, and he never did.
Is
You
your
talk
dad
to
here?
dead people?
Can I speak to the dead? Yes, I speak to them all the time.
Do they, like, it's actual conversation?
I do most of the talking.
Is Zane Dark Shadow his real name, or is his name actually like Jeff Spratt?
Zane Darkshadow named himself
Of course he did. Of course he did.
when he sued for emancipation from the foster system.
Oh, that's
Yeah, you all
sad.
feel like a bunch of assholes.
I
now.
don't, because
I
I've
have
been
a
running down
question.
Don't you?
I have a
Judging a
question.
poor kid.
I have a question, and do you know what songs he likes to listen to since he's walking around and he's singing along with his Walkman?
It involved a lot of him making two fists and rotating them around each other clockwise and
Like
then
a Cabbage
counterclockwise.
Patch kind of situation?
Kind of like a this
Oh, okay,
and then a
whatever.
back.
EDM.
Yes, yes.
Mr.
Ethereal dance music.
Have you seen him today, or have you seen Zane today?
Oh, yesterday.
Why, yes. No, not to wait. What? It's Friday.
Did you see him today?
I did not see him today. I know where the young lad lives.
Oh.
That would be great.
Yeah.
If you wish to visit his dwelling place, he lives down the street this way, 5 blocks. There's a deli, and he lives above the deli in an apartment that the state paid for when he sued for emancipation. He lived by himself. He had a sad life. Yeah, that's right.
Wait,
Why
why,
are
do
you
you keep on
speaking
saying
in the
had?
past tense?
What's that?
Yeah. Why
Wait.
are you speaking the past tense?
Can I investigate this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to also investigate
14.
this guy. Ugh.
Oh my God.
13.
I would like to do a perception to see if this is actually Zane Darkshadow. That's gonna be a 3.
I'm gonna touch him.
Oh, you touch him.
18.
He appears to be telling the truth. He appears to be the real guy. You see, he says, Zane was. You see, he reaches into pocket of his coat, takes out a little sort of pearl that is now icy white. This was jet black. Zane gave it to me and said, if it were ever to turn icy white, that would mean he had passed from this mortal realm.
Why was he concerned with you knowing if he had passed?
He really wanted me to like what he was up to.
And, excuse me, might we...
Can I see that pearl?
Sure.
Thank you.
Can
I
I
just pocket it.
Wait, give it to me. I'll cast Identify on it.
Maybe we do it after.
All right. It seems like everybody in this game really has some daddy issues.
I don't. I talk to my father all the time.
Is he dead?
Me too. But really, every religious person has a
And he turns and stalks off into the graveyard.
Okay,
to
here,
Zane's-
cast Identify on this.
I cast Identify on the pearl.
Ah, yes, a pearl of life. This is a minor and rather common magical item used by necromancers to mark the passing of those who have been attuned to the pearl. The pearl, given in a jet black state, will mark the living status of that which has been attuned to it. Upon turning icy white, the pearl has marked that user's passage into the underworld, usually through a process known as death. The pearl is worth almost nothing and are often traded as sort of friendship tokens by necromancers from one to the other. This has been the Identify spell.
Can you ask if it's reusable?
Or ask if it was attuned
mean,
with Zane or someone
It does
else.
say, can I tell who it is attuned to?
Give me an Arcana check.
Nat 20, baby.
Hell yeah.
You look into the pearl and you see Zane Darkshadow's dead body.
Oh, God, guys, I think he's dead. I mean, I guess there's a possibility that he entered into the underworld and didn't die, and he's on some kind of weird, like...
Can we
Should we
see
go to his
I take
apartment?
out-
Let's go to his apartment.
Let's go to his
Before we do
apartment.
this, I'm gonna take out the crystal and I'm gonna text the number that was Zane Darkshadow's and say
You up?
basically and say things got wacky at the Black Pit. Like you want to meet up soon?
Well, if someone killed him, then that means they probably took the crystal,
That's
so
what I'm
they're
saying.
getting this.
Yes.
Perfect.
All right.
Cool.
let's go to his-
You shoot the text, no immediate reply. You guys head down the street. You are in the Elm Valley neighborhood. This is where your parents live. This is where your house is. Very ticky-tacky little houses, a little deli, kind of like one of those like weird musty delis in like very suburban neighborhoods that's like not a lot of foot traffic, so hardly anyone comes in. And above it, so there's a tiny little apartment. The front door is locked.
Can I try to pick it?
Yeah, go for it. That would be a thieves' tool proficiency.
Okay, so 8 plus whatever that is.
Whatever Dex is? Yeah, no worries. You see Riz goes up, picks the lock. There's a very thin staircase with like spider webs and other kind of stuff sort of decorated like a black light. You guys walk up the steps and you see that there is a small, basically one-room apartment. There's not even a bathroom, there's just a toilet in the corner.
God, this black light is showing up so much cum.
Yeah. Is that what that is?
I think so.
You guys see around here, yeah, there's just a bunch of stuff. It is a fucking wreck in here. There's like broken furniture. The bed is all strewn about. There's stuff sort of thrown everywhere. Go ahead and make whatever checks you guys would make in this new environment.
I'd like to
I
make
got
an investigate.
Got a 26 perception. Can I check and see if it's been, like, drawers have been searched through, like someone robbed?
Cool.
I got
Jesus
25.
Christ.
25
I
investigate.
got another nat 20.
Fuck yeah.
What the hell is going on with this
Well,
dice?
final luck.
I'm gonna
Incredible.
Make a,
Okay.
At this point.
Yeah. Okay, what'd you get for perception?
27.
Did you roll a nat 20?
No, I got a 19 in
I also got a 19.
Nat,
There's
a
really
nat
no
20
point
from
in me
Adine.
rolling,
Yeah.
but
25 investigate.
25 investigate from Riz. Cool.
Got 10.
I did get a 10.
Cool.
I got a 10 as well.
10 as
So-
well. Fabian, anything from you?
5.
First of all, to your question, yes, this place was rifled through.
Okay.
You start looking around. What you guys find, each of you finds a different thing. The first thing Adine finds is you find a whole bunch of ritual material. It's like very well kept star maps of the night sky, so incredible astronomical star maps. There are instructions for a ritual that involves certain stages of the moon, so they require it to be on the new moon, and the actual text of the invocation begins on this All Hallows Eve.
Oh God, so he has a very specifically Hallows Eve spell. When is
When is
that's
Hallows
soon,
Eve?
right?
You, with that nat 20, you're looking at it, you don't think it was coming up. You think it happened.
Oh.
You notice the one thing that strikes your attention with that investigate check or that perception check is that his rat cage, his little rat cage with like little sawdust on the floor, little toys, stuff like that, the door is open, but it's not broken, meaning it looks like the latch was undone. But you notice that it has been like moved from where it normally stands, if that makes sense. Your intuition is telling you that this was like opened during the combat that happened in here, during whatever fucking crazy thing happened in here. Oh, by the way, you also notice arcane residue of blood being cleaned magically. Prestidigitation of blood being cleaned. So this place wasn't put back together, but evidence was destroyed. Riz, you find two things. A little bottle in his bathroom that says, "Keep cadaverously cool with midnight ice body temperature pills." Little pills that he took to keep his body like extremely cold. You also find underneath his bed Johnny Spell's contract with his demonic overlord. So like Johnny Spell's soul contract with Gorgalax the Insatiable.
Cool, so I'll bring it out and I'll show these guys. Can we
Yeah,
read
I'll
it?
show my findings so
Yeah,
far,
can we
too.
read it?
Yeah.
We all found
What
stuff.
did he? Oh, maybe we'll
I
find
found-
out why
I
he
found
didn't
nothing.
fuck.
I just
Yeah.
took a break real quick.
Can we? Yeah. Let's
why was he no
definitely
fap?
read. Why was he no fap?
You guys all rolled pretty fucking incredibly. You make a connection between the star map and the rituals, and that the ritual that, even though it's in Zane Darkshadow's hand, it looks like Zane reverse engineered the ritual Johnny Spells used to become a warlock. And having his contract, however the fuck Zane managed to get that here, must have given him some incredible power over Johnny's spells to be able to call on him to do things. What you also realize is that the star chart and the new moon and the On Hallows Eve, combining those together, you can completely find out where this ritual was done. Because you know it had to be on Hallows Eve, you know what phase of the moon it was, and you know the stars and their position in the sky when it happened. So you could pinpoint to like a geographical certainty where this ritual went down.
Okay, we can figure this out. I also think that we should call your mom, dude, because there was a lot of blood in this room that's been cleaned up. So somebody has been here after whatever happened, and like, something went down.
I'm sorry, Zane's body's in this room?
No, Zane's body is not in this room.
Is the rat in this room?
The rat is not in this room
If
either.
he was invisible, you can't be invisible after death, right?
Nope.
How far away is the place where the ritual happened?
I would need you to make a Arcana check, and it would probably be something you'd have to do over like a couple minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I make
We
another?
can make we can
call
make an
your mom?
anonymous call.
Can I make a
after.
perception check
Yeah.
again? Ooh, I got a 18.
Cool. What are you looking for?
I just feel like it just feels weird, so I just want to make sure that there's not like another person coming or
Another weird thing in here?
yeah, or just like someone.
Like watching.
Watching us.
I'll tell you what you figure out. The weapon that did this, that like broke furniture and stuff, was a two-handed slashing weapon, so like a great axe or something similar.
Did I do this?
It's that freaking barbarian teacher.
Can we see if there's any corn evidence, as they call it in the business, in the Rizness?
Oh, never say that again. Never
As they
ever
call
say
it
that
in
again.
the Rizness?
No.
Looking for corn.
I'm trying to
I'm
save
sniffing
you.
around for corn.
What about the
Give me another investigate
baldness?
check.
No.
Oh boy, not,
I don't
not
think we
great.
should be
12.
using our names and catchphrases at all.
You actually do find some stuff here and there written in the margins of things. The thing that's not making sense to you anymore is that Zane was a necromancer, a wizard. So there are some weird religious things similar to the Page of Shadows that animated that corn ooze, right? So there's some of them here or there that Zane has in some of his notes. You also notice that where you tend to find those doodles, you tend to find things ripped out, right? So like things that would have had more clues about that are gone.
Can we? Should we text the crystal one more time and see if we hear like a sound?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a
I
good
will
idea.
text.
Just like another question mark
I will
or
text.
something?
Tomorrow night. Jazzy. Question mark.
Jazzy Jeff.
You text it and no noise from the room.
Okay.
So the corn stuff's been removed from this little contract here.
Does anyone have good animal handling?
No.
No.
What animal would we handle?
Just see. I just
See if we can lure that rat out with
Yeah.
another sexy rat.
Please do not.
We still have the one the bright light sexy rat
No,
with us.
it only lasts for a minute, so
Also,
it
I would
definitely
have killed
disappeared.
it if it was still here.
So I would like to throw out that Porter, the barbarian teacher, would be wielding. Do I know what
He had a hammer, a great hammer.
But
I
that's going to
think-
be a.
But that's not a
That's not
slash.
slash.
It's just a slash.
I think, but also
What
the
is
guys
our?
on the.
How was your little conversation with the old coach there, Coach Daybreak?
What
It
does he wield?
was not good. We just talked about religious shit.
What does he wield?
I think I know, like another person that could
Daybreak
be
has
wielding
a
that
staff.
is the guy from the team that keeps bullying me.
Yeah.
He.
But we know that one of the faculty was involved.
Well, but that doesn't
Wait,
mean
what?
that students aren't also involved.
What if it was that
I mean,
bully
Zane's
kid?
involved.
He's a barbarian. What if the kid and Daybreak work together?
Or Porter.
We should just check out the whole team.
Wait, you're right because this guy
He was at the field.
he knocked into me when he knocked my Bible into the
Yes.
corn, and then that bully hit you right afterwards when we were in line day one, like to get lunch. Remember we were
Oh my
talking?
God,
Wait,
that
the
bullying
bully-
is a smokescreen for much worse things.
Not a chance. That boy is much too stupid to get into some kind of plan like this.
Kind of agree.
But he can be stupid. I mean, I'm here.
Okay, do not put yourself down like that.
No.
Don't you
Right.
dare
I'm
do that to
afraid.
yourself.
No, I
You're
did it.
really smart and a
No.
really good dresser.
You're not really smart.
Adon,
but
are
you're-
you
you're
almost
not
done?
dumb.
Because we
Yeah,
can
Adon,
figure that
what's
out
the-
and then leave.
Go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Oh, I got a 13.
A 13? Cool. You start putting them together. The location where this must have happened would have been east of the Marigold River, high up somewhere where you could see those stars.
Y'all, Durinson Mithril Factory.
Yep.
Sorry, continue. I just got excited.
It could be. That makes sense. It's up in the
East and
mountains.
also-
East of the river.
It also seems like somewhere that Zane would hang out, an abandoned factory.
Yeah. All
I
we
mean,
know
it
is
could
east
be.
of the river, or do we know northeast or anything?
And high, right? East of the river and high. I mean, it's...
East of the river, high up. Yeah.
There's also the top of the Strong Tower luxury apartments, but
And
that's
there's
not
also
as
the Thistle Springs.
gone.
area.
East and north.
East
Anna,
and
go ahead and
north.
make me an Arcana check.
Not one.
Now one. Go ahead and roll for panic attack.
17.
17. Your breath starts to speed up a little bit as you realize that your friends are now basing their decisions off of whether your Arcana work was good or not. And you begin to be unsure of everything that you just said.
I put my hand on her shoulder, and I am into all this like religious stuff too. So, is there a way that I could take over with my Arcana, or it's just magic stuff?
It's just magic stuff, but you can actually give, you can take like a help action, or you
Cool.
can do something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Go
Help.
ahead and roll advantage on that Arcana check.
What does it mean?
I don't know. That was the first time I've ever done that.
I got an 8 and an 18. So an 18.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
You look back at it. It needs to be somewhere high up. The Strong Tower luxury apartments are tall, but you immediately realize that the ritual calls for actually seeing the stars. Strong Tower's downtown. There'd be too much light pollution for you to be able to see at that.
Mithril Factory.
Okay, I think it's the abandoned Mithril Factory.
Guys, I have a thought.
What is it?
Yeah,
Is
have
it
to do with
another
the sexy
sexy
rat.
Are you,
What
are you
is it?
laughing?
But, well, because it's like a leap, but maybe potentially interesting. If we threw a party at the Durinson
Yes.
abandoned factory.
Yes.
I mean, maybe we should just look
why
at
don't
it.
we
No,
just
we
go?
should just go
Yeah,
and
let's just
investigate
go.
it. Why would we throw a...
What if we go and we
why don't we
pretend
go
that we're
some
gonna
other
throw a
time?
party
See,
there?
Why don't we just go, and maybe we'll throw a party if it's cool there.
If people
On a later
stop
date,
us, we
before
say we're
people are
throwing a
dead.
party.
Yeah, it's like a
We're
party
scouting.
planning
Yeah.
investigation.
Why don't we scout it
Scouting
out?
mission
Okay.
to see if it's worthy of having a party.
That's
Right.
that's a very accurate.
Did you
guys
make
ready?
this rat?
This is elite.
What'd you say?
Did you make another rat?
No, that was just sexy on its own.
Oh, wow. I also have these weird pills that make his, they say they
Oh,
keep
yeah.
his body temperature down.
Do you think that was a fashion thing because he wanted to be like undead?
Or do
Can
you
I
think-
open
do
the
you
cap
think
and
he
see
was
that there's
using it
actual
on
pills
him?
in there?
Yeah. I'll make a medicine check.
Ooh, I've got the healer feat, but I don't think that helps me on medicine checks. 15 plus
That's a great check.
16.
You crack it open. You smell some of the chemicals that are in there, some of the alchemical properties. There's a little bit of like ghoul blood or something in here that would it would take your body heat all the way down, take your body temperature way down without killing you. It would make you not sweat. It would make your biological functions kind of freeze up.
Wait a second. Look at the pearl again.
Is it still...
Can we
Is
check
the
to
pearl
see if
still
the pearl
white?
is white or black?
Pearl is still white.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No, I
Can
think
I
you're
get
right.
to see
Maybe
these
It's moments
pills?
like that.
But I'm
You are
usually
smart.
wrong.
They're,
I'm wrong.
the pills
Instinct.
are
That is good.
the pills are neutral. The pills are
Okay.
something because they don't actually hurt you. They're just cosmetic. It's a thing that necromancers.
But they weren't like fucked with or anything.
Not that you can see. No, there doesn't appear to be any poison. or
How
anything
long
in
do
there.
they last for? Does it say how long they last for?
Yeah, side of the bottle it says 1 pill every 48 hours.
48 hours?
Can you drink with them?
It doesn't recommend drinking.
Okay.
Can pregnant women use them?
Should you ask your doctor before you?
We go to the Mithril Factory.
Yeah, let's get out of it. But
Wait,
let's
hold
put
on,
in
hold
an
on.
anonymous tip.
Oh yeah.
Oh
okay,
yeah.
We can...
Can I also cast Unseen Servant to get all of the fingerprints that we've left completely everywhere in this place out of here?
So cute and mean.
Yeah.
Hey,
why don't we call? Yeah, we'll call on Zane's phone.
why don't while you're calling,
Or if he has like a. Does he have a landline?
can you give us a speech again? I really liked it last
Oh
time.
yeah.
Yeah, it really did help us, huh?
Yeah.
You guys, unfortunately, do we have time? Should we get out of here, or should I just?
I think it should be right
Why don't you,
before we
on the
go
way,
to-
on the
Oh,
way
okay.
to the Mithril Factory, you can give us an inspiring speech.
Okay, I'm just gonna let you know that I'm feeling, for the first time in my life, really dry. Usually I have so much passion for this, but I feel like ever since meeting Helio and him just like refusing to answer like the #1 question on my
It's gonna get
mind
inspiring soon.
has just kind of left me feeling like tasteless or like gray.
Can I give her
And-
a bardic inspiration?
Oh, this isn't really me, but we can do it. And I'm so glad I'm alive. And I was thrust into this kooky puzzle with no answer for, 80 years of my life? What kind of hell is that?
You just call
to
life
be
a kook.
sent
What's happening?
to it's like I'm in the middle of the desert starving with only canned food and no can opener. And it's like, I thought this book was a can opener, but
mean,
it's not!
It's hard for me to completely empathize because I am immortal. But I would say that life is for the living.
Oh, you know what's funny
can't
about
live
that?
your life
is my
for the
whole life I've been
whole
living
hereafter.
for the afterlife.
Yeah, don't do
Everything's
that.
been a promise for the afterlife, and I don't think that's even coming. And you know what? I might be in love with a woman, and that's crazy.
Oh, that's cool.
No,
Yeah, we're
no,
fine
you don't know
with
my
it.
parents. My parents are gonna send me away to where I pray the gay away. Do you know how crazy that is?
Kristen, here's the good news: is that there's all this corn stuff going on, and your parents might be
I used the
evil
corn to
or something.
masturbate the other night.
Oh my god.
Yeah!
Okay.
I saw online. I was deep in Reddit, and there were a couple tips for new lesbians.
corn.
What?
I'm just listening.
Yeah, can I take inspiration in this speech from the self-assuredness I'm feeling, and then I'm like, oh, I have things relatively figured out.
Sometimes I look at my
compared-
hands and I'm like, these aren't my hands. I would have
I
noticed
know
that
my
they
hands
look like
are my
this
hands.
by
Okay,
now.
good.
Yeah, Riz thought he was really lonely, but it turns out.
Yeah, as sort of a cautionary tale, everyone here gains temporary hit points. So you level plus your charisma modifier. So everyone 4 plus, what's your charisma?
Oh, 3.
3. So that's going to be 7 temporary hit points.
Cool.
Sick.
Do you guys do?
I'm kind of crying, but like,
So you guys get in a car headed towards the Durinson, like order a car or something like that. You guys head over to the Durinson Mithril Factory.
I'm driving, of course.
Can I communicate with my motorcycle?
Yeah, you can if you like.
Can I ask it to meet me at the Durinson Mithril Factory?
Master, where do you wish me to meet you?
Hangman, can you please meet us at the Durinson Mithril Factory? Post-haste?
I know the Durinson Mithril Factory. I have been there many times.
Oh! Well, guys, my motorcycle has been to the Durinson Mithril Factory. What business would you have there, motorcycle?
My previous master, whose skull was split by your bolt, drove me there many times.
Johnny
What
Spell
was he
spent a
doing?
lot of... What
Oh my
was
God,
he
thank
do-
God, that
do you
means
know
we're
what
going
he
to the
was
right
doing there,
place.
motorcycle?
He was visiting his benefactor.
Oh, his benefactor is at the Durinson Mithril Factory.
insatiable.
Was it
Daddy?
Was it the Gorok the Insatiable?
You see, it says,
Gorthalax.
Oh, Gorthalax, yes.
Is he like a big corn cutie?
it says,
Does he look like corn?
I love
You
corn.
don't get to
I'm
talk to my motorcycle. I get to
fair.
talk to
He
my
says very
motorcycle.
Gorthalax is enormous, terrifying, a vision of flame and hatred.
Oh, so it was Gorthalax.
Gorthalax.
Oh, fantastic. He used to meet Gorthalax at the Durin Mithril Factory,
Oh,
where we're going
fantastic.
right now.
I will meet you there.
Like, fantastic. My motorcycle's going to meet us there.
you guys head out to the Durinson Mithril Factory. Wow. Go ahead and make perception checks on your way there.
Let's not separate this time.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
21.
13.
9.
Cool.
8.
10.
21. You notice on your way there, up in the night sky above you, as you you can't see in the dark very well, but looking to the sky for some kind of meaning in the middle of your existential drift, you see above the moon, which there's just a sliver of light. An owl passes over the moon real quick, followed by another.
You guys,
They know
a
we're
bunch
coming.
of owls.
I hate this.
Oh, more owls.
I have a thought. Should we go tomorrow night? Because right now everyone knows we're coming.
How?
They
The
might be
owls
doing
are
some kind of
spying.
ritual,
Because we
though.
could take a bunch of
You
owls.
see that
do
there's a
that
gnomish driver in the front of the car saying, you pay for the ride if you get out. You pay for the whole ride.
Oh, look, we're
We're
going.
going.
We're
We're
going
going.
for sure. Here, I'm gonna use
you
this. I
see-
take out a coexist sticker and I cast light on it.
Where'd you get that?
Awesome.
I forgot that I had it. I was praying for it for a while for all the people who were
You guys-
this wrong.
You guys see the car wend its way up long, dusty road. You see there are small little whiskey bars and little kind of houses hewn into the rough stone. It's kind of a dwarven neighborhood up here. A lot of dwarves got laid off a couple years back when the Durance and Mithril factory closed down, and it's been abandoned for some time. Up in the distance, you see it. Tall red brick towers, huge vats of alchemical material meant to refine mithril, the lightest, strongest metal of them all. You see that the car approaches at a certain point, and you guys see a chain link fence that has been chained up and locked, and the car drops you off. All right,
Thank you.
Thank you.
you guys, you doing like a party up here?
We're scouting for one.
Good. Well,
Yeah.
it's a good place for a party.
You gotta
Do
find
you
it.
take a lot of
Yeah,
people
do you
up
take-
here for parties?
Oh no, hardly nobody. No, it's bad up here.
What?
All right.
Thanks for paying again, Fabian.
Yeah, thanks,
Well,
baby.
you all need money for shirts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that as a
Shit.
sweet thing.
Okay.
You wanna, can I make a perception?
Yeah, I want to do a perception check if anyone's watching us.
Also,
Yeah.
has my motorcycle arrived?
Master.
Oh, hello, Hangman.
Oh, good. A big, loud motorcycle.
Yes.
I got a 6 on my perception check. to see if
18.
anyone's
I got a
watching us.
15.
15.
Oop, 5 again.
Goddamn 5.
I have.
Oh, with an investigation.
21.
You hear a noise, Kristen, coming from inside the mithril factory, which is like dilapidated and old. You can smell kind of acrid smell. I also point out that the factory is on the edge of this enormous cliff that drops into a quarry. Calling this thing a quarry is like, it's, what an understatement. It is a like endless drop into inky
I'm
blackness.
just staring into it.
I pulled her away from it.
The chain link fence opens to a little dusty parking lot, and then you can tell that there's the other side of the factory from here is probably more dilapidated than this side because it's been exposed to the elements. You hear a noise from the factory of and then you hear who hears speak. First of all, everyone that doesn't speak Dwarven hears like Reikranga Gorik Manda Kres More. Who here speaks Dwarven?
I don't think any of us do, but I do have comprehend languages.
We're just like
So I will cast comprehend languages.
you hear so Adine, letters and runes of all possible tongues surround your head, and the language is deciphered for you through the arcane mystery of your elven magic craft. You hear, sick grind, brother. I was. Oh, good. Drop in and shred.
Oh,
Guys, I think there's a bunch of skaters in there.
Oh, well, that's fantastic.
That sounds awesome.
It's better than demons or zombies or something.
Yeah, no, skaters are cool.
Yes. Hey, motorcycle, how far did Johnny Spittles go into the factory with you, or did you stop around here?
All the way, Master.
Oh, fantastic. Can you lead the way?
Yes. motorcycle backs up
I love this motorcycle.
and
Maybe
fucking
this is feel it vibe.
blasts through the chain link fence.
Oh, good show, motorcycle. Good show.
I have killed the fence.
I feel like we should just stealthily
Why don't we
walk
all-
in there.
Yeah.
You guys
I like
hear,
this.
You guys hear the noise stop from within. What are you guys going to do?
Should we hide? Why don't we hide?
Hi, there's a fucking huge
Yeah,
motorbike.
why would
Why don't we
hide?
just leave the motorcycle for
Let's
a
just
second?
The motorcycle
Right.
knows where we're going. The motorcycle knows better than any of us where to go.
I feel like it's a dumb motorcycle.
My motorcycle is not
I'm
dumb.
gonna hide and stealth ahead and just see what's going on, and I'll give you guys.
You
information.
hear a voice call out and say, "Those who tread here in this, the hall of our fathers, and our fathers' fathers, ye have made yourselves known. Show now your face."
Super know that we're here.
Why don't you guys go say hi? I'll hide, and then I'll pop out if something bad happens.
I'll take.
I'm here to skate.
Me too.
Do you guys walk around to see who you're speaking to?
100%.
I'm gonna try to sneak and
let's
follow
do everyone
them.
but Riz.
Go ahead and
and
give me a stealth check.
try to get around behind them, kind
Yeah.
of. 23.
Cool.
I'm making a big show of it to be
Yeah.
a cover for Riz.
I'm right there. I get on my motorcycle and like let it ride up.
I have a minor illusion of a skateboard on my shoulder.
That
We
you're
look
holding like a
cool as
boombox? Oh, you know, people with their skateboards always this.
You guys walk up, an entire side of the brick factory has collapsed in. You see a bunch of stocky, bearded dwarves, thick beards with like big t-shirts and thick baggy jeans and fat sneakers, holding these insane like stone and steel skateboards that have like harsh dwarven runes carved into them. There are two enormous half pipes. There's one half pipe outside, kind of like on the cliff edge. And there's another one in the actual like dripping, dilapidated, like 3 floors of the factory kind of collapsed in. So there's this insane fucking death hazard skate park that they have retrofitted this abandoned factory as. You see that the dwarves look at you. They're holding like hammers and axes and stuff like that. You see that they have, one of them has a crystal set up on their helmet. And you see that another one is holding one sort of in their hand like this as they sort of go up on their skates. So you guys are looking into the dilapidated building with your back to this giant quarry, basically. How are you guys? Are you guys like all together as you're standing? Aside from Riz, who's sneaking
Yeah.
off?
Just trying to
I'm
sneak
Standing in
out.
the front.
I'm behind him on my motorcycle.
I'm right in the front. I'm out there.
I'm trying to stand in front of you.
I'm behind you.
Rad, you see one of the dwarves steps forward, big shield, camera on the helmet, the little crystal on the helmet, and goes,
Who now approaches this, the ancient halls of the Durance and Mithril factories, where our fathers and our fathers' fathers worked long days so that we might come here
And
sneak
skate?
on what?
And skate.
Yeah, we skate, but
Yeah,
so
no.
what?
No, all
Awesome.
about
We just
that.
had, you were really cool.
Yeah, we're just fellow lovers of speed.
And, like,
of
fans.
in our
We're
We're
air.
thinking
fans.
about starting a streetwear company, and we wanted like real people to model for it.
It's a really big leap, but I'm right there with you. Yep,
I'm a
streetwear.
new me. I'm just big
see it says-
lies coming out of my mouth.
You're starting a streetwear company.
Well, fellas, I mean, it's not that simple. I mean, we're trying to understand the culture of the street that we might then base wear upon it.
Yeah, like
Fabian is the money.
Yes, I'm the money.
I'm the creative.
Yes, he's the creative.
We're
The
thinking
one
of,
creator.
Riz is just slamming his
you
head
see,
into
they
the
say,
wall.
they say,
You each speak half of a different story. Do not use your words lightly around those of the dwarven folk.
Hey, my man, please,
My
relax.
I am a girl!
Man.
Oh, cool.
I am a girl! My name is Torek Railgrinder!
Cool.
Very cool.
I have shredded in these halls and dropped into half-pipes deeper and more fearsome than any dwarf before me.
Dude,
Did they
I would
do
love
it?
to see you do this. This sounds fucking awesome, and I'm here to spectate.
He says,
See this? You have seen your last. We will drive out the invaders
I'm gonna need you guys to make a.
What?
Said drive out the invaders.
Right.
You see that. First, I'll make a perception check for me, real quick.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. You see a group of owls on a tree branch that all fly. Look at this and fly out from here. On a nat 20, you get the impression that you have led these creatures to what they are looking for, and that they are going to go get something to come here. The clock is ticking. You guys see that the dwarves start going, crash, 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 crash.
Hey.
The exterior half pipe, the outside half pipe, begins to move. Oh no. And an enormous pavement golem made of asphalt with highway stripes and borders, like the white and yellow stripes sort of covering its body, with rails on its arms, stands up with the half pipe on top of it. And I need everybody here to roll initiative.
Come on, give me a good one. Give me a good one.
Nat 20 again.
Jesus.
Fuck yeah.
15.
13.
9.
8.
Amazing. That's all for this week on Fantasy High. Tune in next week as we see what shakes down at the Durinson Mithril Factory. Bye-bye.
Don't worry about the dwarves. I'll take care of the golem.
Oh shit.
This dwarf grinds along this rail.
Throw the dwarfs off the cliff.
You'll pay inches from this bubbling green shit.
I'll jump out of the way at the last second.
This is the coolest shit that's ever happened. Box of Doom.
Who the fuck is
Who the
that?
fuck is that, Fig?
This is awesome.
All right, well, that's all we got this week on Dimension 20. But do not let it break your heart. Dry your eyes, child. There are 2 more full episodes that you may watch right now on Dropout. Venture forward to dropout.tv and seize your free trial at once.
Go for it. Go over here. I'm gonna. If you want to hold it right there, I'm gonna toss them in.
Magical assistant.
Get ready. 1, 2, 3.